What up, this is Soso with Detour ENT here at Focus TV Studios, and we are back with another video. And breaking news. So this week, actually in our own state here in Michigan, we had a shooting, a school shooting.
School shooting, what was the little fucker name?
Crumbly, Ethan Crumbly.
See, this is like not the real news, so I don't have to necessarily be politically correct. So fuck that little piece of shit. You go where murders go. Good luck with that. Going forward, though. Right?
Well, let me give a little timeline of events and what exactly happened here. So, the dad, right, bought a gun 4 days prior to the shooting. Okay. So, yeah, what was the gun again?
It was
a Sigma.
Yeah, 6 Sawyer, was it 9mm 6 Sawyer?
Yep, 6 or 9mm. So, the boy Ethan, he posts on it saying, got his Christmas present, and I think he posted something along the lines of basically like test me or something like that. I can't think of exactly the words, but
trigger one.
right, number one. So that's number one. And then I'm trying to like sum it up on here. Then when he went to school that Monday, teacher said that he saw him search online for ammunition on his phone, right? Teacher contacted the parent, left voicemail, I think emailed. Parent didn't respond back to either of those communications, but text the son, LOL, I'm not mad at you, just make sure you don't get caught, basically. Try not to get caught or whatever. Okay.
Strike two.
That's number two. Then the next day, he got called into the office again because he drew a picture that depicted someone being shot with a bullet, with, I think, what was it? Let me get the exact words of what exactly they said. It had blood everywhere. A laughing emoji was drawn below the figure. And the note said, my life is useless and the world is dead. The thoughts won't stop, help me. So the teacher, of course, reported this again. They sent him to the counselor's office. They had the meeting with the parents. And I guess he altered the photo by the time he got in there, but the teacher did take a photo of it. The parents did not want the child to leave school. So he ended up going back into the classroom, and I think some hours later was when the whole incident happened with him killing 4 students, injuring, I think, 7 others, and a teacher. Right. Now, all during this time, the parent, I think they said the mom, texted him and said, Ethan, don't do it. And the father eventually reported to police that his gun was missing from his house, and he thinks that the shooter is his son.
After the fact.
After the fact, right. So this is kind of during it, but after the fact, because by this time, I think they'd already got him and everything like that. But it was during like the whole, overall situation that kind of happened.
It was damage control.
Right. So here's my thing is, I feel like the parents knew something, because a parent and they, if a shooting happened at a school, you don't think like, oh, it's my child that is shot at the school. Like, you thinking like, oh my gosh, there was a school shooter. Let me make sure my child is okay. Like, they're the ones that are the victim, not that Ethan don't do it. And, I think my son and stuff like that. So obviously there had to have been some sign that the parent felt that he could have done something like this.
In my heart of hearts, I believe the parents was with this shit. Because like I said, I did a lot of school. Mm-hmm. We all did a lot of school, right? Anytime the parent comes for the meeting earlier, the kid don't fucking stay in school. Mm-hmm. We calling you up here early the first thing in the morning to tell you this little nigga need to go home. You need to go get some straightening to something, figure something out with this nigga, because he is off the chain. They said they insisted that he stay. Mm-hmm. Like, no.
I guess because they had to go to work. But if they had to go to work, what was it around 1 something was when they said that the dad noticed a gun was missing. So obviously you ain't go back to work, because school was at what? I don't know what time they said that meeting was, but you ain't go back to work.
Add it all up. this was damn near. That's what they say terrorism. This is a fucking terror attack, damn near. Mm-hmm. They knew that this boy was, even if like this was when I used to go to school, right? I you know I was a good student, but you know I just get in the shit. Sometimes shit happen though, right? You know, the whole time I swear, the person is talking to my mom's looking at me. I'm like shit. I don't know until I get in the car how I come out. You know, my mom used to always say like, "Well, I know that ain't true. I know my child."
Right.
You know your child. Mm-hmm. You know your fucking kid. It's yours. Like you feeding and clothing and rearing this person.
Right.
You know your kid, bro. If my kid is capable of that, you know what, you homeschool. If I know I'm not even gonna go as far as to say that like, you know, he's just such a genius. He might be sick for you. But buying guns for him is feeding the sickness. Like it's not even like, come on, man. So either you with it or you too blind to see. What Sam Rothstein said in Casino, either you a part of it or you just too dumb not to see it. Either way, you're fucking wrong. You're out of here. So
I mean, you know, and I think another thing with this is that, you know, the fact that they bought the gun for him in the first place. Now, they could say, okay, they go hunting, whatever, but this type of gun is not a hunting gun, first of all.
that's a protection gun.
Right. So y'all bought this for this boy. He posted this photo on social media. Y'all said that it didn't really alarm y'all. I didn't really think nothing of it.
How the fuck?
Nothing like that. But who does, like...
Man, I be on my son ass for what he say on Fortnite. On Fortnite, he be too aggressive. He be whining. Stop the fucking whining, man, dog. You know what? Cut the game off, man. Go downstairs and do something else, though. You mean, bro? I'm on his ass about that.
Right.
So you talking about a social where, you know what I'm saying, I think all parents should be monitoring their kids' social. Like, you know, even though if they try to go behind it, whatever, but his shit, if the world got to his social, your shit wide open. To the point where your parent, yes, you should be on top of it. And plus knowing your child, like that's what I'm saying. He is a sick person. I'm not gonna say that this is just somebody, a regular person doing this. This is a sick child, man.
Yeah. Now prevention wise, right? So got sent back to the classroom, right? I think, you know, that's number one. I am a little bit confused as to why he was sent back to the class. Now, they were saying that because he didn't really show no type of like hostility or didn't seem like he was going to do anything. But serial killers and sociopaths, that's what they do. So I'm confused as to, you know, why they even said that. Right. Just the sheer fact that the incident occurred and knowing the day and age that we are in now should have been alone what would have sent him home. Yes. Whether or not he looked like he was going to do it right then and there.
He gonna do it.
He should have went home.
He take a month off. I didn't see, like I said,
I know somebody that got expelled because he was being bullied and he told to the boy like they don't have metal detectors in there. That's what he told to the boy.
Right. Insinuating he's going to shoot somebody.
Right. And he got expelled, and the police came to his house that day. But none of this happened in the situation with this boy.
The thing that pissed me off, I'm watching the news, and like I don't know, like if the police felt like emotion or something like that. When they got upset, like the police felt the way because the news said, "Well, should y'all start putting metal detectors in school?" I mean, I don't know. I mean, what the fuck? What? No, yes. It's
no,
4
they
people
probably
dead.
should. There's metal detectors in all courthouses. You know what I mean? So, I mean, come on. Just
DPS has metal detectors. How many school shootings you know? I mean, don't get me wrong.
I mean, there's still things that are
getting shot up outside, though. But, like, you know what I'm saying, for sure.
The actual in the school?
In the school? Hell no.
They catch you.
I seen one time. I went to Denby, man. So.
But it's a deterrent, like you were saying before. It's a deterrent. It still may happen.
It puts something on your mind.
Right, like, but it could still prevent so much. And I think that, you know, having that and not seeing it as, oh, that's just something that the inner city kids, you know, deal with, and it's a bad thing. Like, that's not.
It's a real thing.
What it is.
Like, look, not even. Let's just take the kids out of it. What if the fucking teachers just dealing with these motherfuckers fell away and just come in with you need metal detectors fucking everywhere. Yeah. Especially now, like what's going on right now, you need fucking metal detectors.
Yeah. So they did end up charging the child as an adult.
Right.
And then the parents also have been charged, which is, I suppose they say, well, it's not the first time that a parent has been charged. I think that I read one incident before where a 15-year-old got a hold of a unlocked gun and killed somebody, and then they charged the dad, but he ended up getting let off in that situation. But I think in this situation is the first time where there is actually cause for them to charge the parent. Because for me, the sheer fact that when they were in that meeting, knowing that you just brought a gun for this boy 4 days prior, he's drawing pictures shooting people.
Right.
Not animals.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Shooting people. Like, what? You didn't think to ask this boy, where's, do you have a, you know what I mean? Do you have a gun on you?
Or even if I see the pictures, I'm going to my gun to make sure my shit.
And making sure.
Like, hold on.
Making sure.
Because this nigga tripping. Like, even though, like, that's what I'm saying. It's either you too blind or you in on it. Either way, you're fucking out of here. Quote Sam Rothstein. And then another thing I want to get to. By me, we're from the city of Detroit, though. It has a bad reputation and everything all the time. I hate the fact when something bad happens, they always say Metro Detroit. Metro Detroit.
Yeah.
When something good happens, they name the city specifically.
They name the city.
Right. First off, Oxford, fucking Michigan is so far from Detroit. It's not even fucking Metro Detroit. But that's just name-wise. So, like, this is a nationwide thing. So everybody see that, they associated with what? Detroit.
Yeah.
Detroit. Then it don't fucking help the fact the parents went on the run. That's a part that she.
Okay, I forgot that. Yeah.
They couldn't. They was trying to see what charges. They was adding everything up. Like I said, see, we got the end of it. They're adding everything up to the point where they like, okay, well, what the fuck is we charging their ass. Mm-hmm. So once they came up with the charges, they didn't already lower it up. First off, that's another thing. They lowered him up.
Yeah, and here's another thing I don't understand, right? People seen it firsthand he shot those people, so why enter into a not guilty plea? I guess they're gonna plead insanity or something like that.
That's what
I don't even understand that you did it. Not guilty as if you didn't do it. You literally did it and people saw you do it, so you're guilty.
I think that's why they give the parents 4 counts of manslaughter, though, because somebody's going to fucking jail for a long time. Like, I mean, like, it's a summation of all the charges and all that stuff. They trying to figure the best way to get these people off the street. Mm-hmm. So even if he pulls in an insanity plea or whatever, which, I mean, he's going to have to go through evaluation. They're going to do that regardless because by him being a child. Mm-hmm. But once he go through evaluation, they say he's a little bit off. But like I said, the parents fed into him being a little bit off. You feel me? Like just you're buying guns and having them around that shit, though. Like you're supposed to nurture that kind of shit, though. But they fed into the sickness.
Yeah. No, I don't think he off. Honestly, I think he a sociopath. Only because they said that in the meeting, right, the day that it happened, that morning, in that meeting, he seemed just so like regular, so calm. He was all worried. He was talking about he wanted to go back to class because he was worried about missing his schoolwork. He asked if he can get his homework, and he was just in the office just doing his homework because before the parents came, he was in the office for like an hour and a half, and he was doing his homework.
He's a real terrorist. Like you know what I'm saying? He's a real terrorist though. Like, and like I said, I know niggas that and killed people and shit like that and all that shit, and they be high and all that shit though. But we talking about somebody raw, 15 years old, what's his name? No, he needs to be in jail with the lifers.
Now, when you was in school, did you ever hear of like a lot of school shootings and all of that stuff?
Like I said,
I mean, we know about the Columbine and
I was in school
the
one
Sandy
time.
Hook one and all of that. And
I was in school one time. I mean, but see, Detroit shootings don't happen. Niggas used to shoot at each other outside. Don't get it twisted. Outside in the street on Kelly. I was in school. He named the streets on Kelly. I was in school one time and a motherfucker came in there shooting my I ain't gonna say his name, but it's niggas I know. Like it was some niggas I knew that was beefing and shit though, right? And they just like it was beefing heavy, like heavy as fuck. And they're like, oh shit, they downstairs fighting. I'm running down the stairs like it was a set of stairs, then it's a set of stairs to get down there. When I run down this set of stairs, turn like the corner coming down the stairs, I see my man come in with a hoodie. Boom, 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 boom. But he's not shooting at anybody. He's shooting to clear everybody out though.
Okay.
Boom, 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 boom. I said, yep, that ain't for me. Let me go ahead and run my ass back. Let me take my goofy ass back to class. And I had came out after the fact and seen the nigga riding around school. Like, but see, it was protection. Like, it was like a protection thing. It wasn't to nobody in the school. It was like, I'm not finna shoot the school up. He just came to school shooting to get people off his people. So yeah, like I've seen a couple shootings outside of school, football games, shit like that. But
I think what's sad too is like kids this day and age, like that's all. Not that's all they gonna know, but they gonna know that a lot. It seemed like just because it's like almost every year, multiple times a year, we hear about school shootings,
cause
all the way down to elementary school. Like
see,
just
like I said, and it's off base, but follow me. This is the reason why. This is the reason why you supposed to fry the Kyle Rittenhouse nigga though, right? Mm-hmm. The reason why is because people seen him get off. Mm-hmm. And that's gonna lead a bunch of people that's misguided, ain't even paying attention to the facts or paying attention that is wrong. It's right or wrong. Mm-hmm. They see he went and killed 3 innocent people and went home. Mm-hmm. So they feel like it's a possibility I can go home. I can go shoot and do anything the fuck I want to do. That's why you're supposed to cut his head off and show it to people. That's why back in the day they used to have stonings and the what's names, and people was burnt at the stake in front of the whole town. You know why? Because if you fuck up, this is what you got coming. Mm-hmm. So that's what they need to do. If you fuck up, look, we finna fry your ass. Mm-hmm. And they didn't do it. So like this is one since this happened. I pray it don't happen, but we gonna see another couple school shootings though. Like we gonna see some young niggas shooting people and think they gonna get away with it because they seen somebody walk away. This motherfucker on CNN.
Well, the prosecutor for Oakland County, it seems like she's trying to make an example of them, which is why she charged the parents as well, to show that the parents being the ones who, you know what I mean,
be on top of your kids.
Be on top of your kids, but also gun safety. Like, I'm not sure why you gotta have it unlocked in your room, just in a drawer, just for the kid to have access to. That gun was that boy. They bought that son knowing that it was that gun, knowing that it was going to be his son's, which should have been illegal. And, you don't gift a gun to no 14, 15-year-old. Like you don't gift that.
I'm a parent of the thinking that I do want my son to be around guns and know it, so it's not like an enthusiastic thing though. So you feel like you got to play with it, like it's something. I want you to figure like I understand what this is for, protection. You know what I'm saying, something like that. So I'm never gonna do that. But before I do that, I have to make sure that my kid is mentally stable, emotionally stable, to where he's not just reaching and grabbing a gun and just jumping.
For every situation, just
I want to make sure that he's emotionally available and stable to the point where he has an understanding. His mind is working before his heart working when using a gun. And that's what that's grown people, anybody though. Like, nigga, you can't use that motherfucker with no emotion, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't act out with that though. Like, this is some serious shit. This is life or death. You got to understand the assignment, motherfucker. It's protection, defense.
Yeah. But I definitely commend the prosecutor in this situation and charging him as an adult. Charging the parents, because I think that was kind of warranted in the situation just based off of the evidence, that was put out. I do want to give our condolences to the family of the 4 kids who were killed. To the other 7, that was, kind of injured that are still recovering in the hospital.
And I don't mean to cut you off, but the chilling part of it, like, you can hear it all you want, but when you see the video of the kids in the classroom, and he's trying to get in the classroom, and y'all like, well, just, I'm gonna show you my badge, bro. And they're like, no, he said bro.
That was actually a police officer, though.
Well, the guy, he should have said bro.
I know, the guy, that's what I was thinking, too. Like, they probably need to, tell him not to do that. But who was it called? Who's the head of the chief or whatever? He said that that was actually a police officer, and that the reason that the officer said bro was to kind of, get at the level of the kids. But that scared them because they was thinking it was him.
Like I said, we are children. Like I said, this is what I'm saying.
Don't say bro.
Grown beards and all that shit. Don't say no goddamn bro, man.
But police officers nowadays are pretty young too, so bros just could be in their vocabulary.
I commend those kids. I wouldn't open the door either. I would have got the fuck on too.
They were smart. They were smart. Yes. They were smart.
That was him.
Yeah.
that was him. I don't give a fuck.
For them, that was him. But this is ongoing. So, as more information comes out, we're trying to report on it as we hear stuff. So, but right now we're going to take a break, and then when we get back, we'll get to our last topic.
All right.
What up? Welcome back. Damn. Okay, hold on. What up? Welcome back to the Soso&Uggy show. So next topic we want to get into is the verses that just happened. and I'm gonna let you take it.
Well, the verses was Bone versus 3-6 Mafia. You know, some good old school '90s legends, and everybody came in. Everyone else came in. When I said, no, 3-6 got this, everybody, what the fuck is you talking about? Because Bone, like I say, Bone is, outside of Bone, Run DMC, and what's the name, are like monumental groups, though, because they were totally different from what was going on, and they added something to rap. They put something in rap. And people was there, and they just eat it up or whatever, though. Like I say, you see the scorecards, them niggas got Grammys and 100 million albums sold, all that shit though. But I told people coming in, y'all sleep on 3-6. Y'all not even really sleep, like, you know what I'm saying? But see, that's why Versus is so good though.
Yeah, I was finna say, I'll admit that I was one of the ones who was like, no, I think Bone Thugs got and everything. But that was before I actually realized that 3-6 has done a lot of stuff way into the 2000s. And I didn't realize that until after the Verses, and you were talking about, like, yeah, they did, you know, Bands that Make Her Dance, like all this other stuff. And I'm like,
they still going.
Damn, they really did do that. Like,
listen. I already said, I said for Bone to like even like the crowd. I don't even know if the crowd comes to a factor so much, because I remember when Versus really started, when it was just like those people. But like, just to play the crowd, they had to do the Jeezy. You had to run through that whole first album, because that's where everybody, oh shit, to stand a chance though. But y'all went into like them later albums when y'all like faded away. Oh, it was over. They didn't even get in the whole Project Pat bag. They didn't even bring Project. They could have did 4 Project Pat songs and sleepers. Now Bone does. Come on, you know they have songs that's like can't nobody fuck with. First of the Month. You know what I'm saying?
I think because too 3-6 Mafia, they individually have done
they
stuff.
They went off and did their own
whereas
stuff.
Whereas Bone Thugs is just that group. I don't really know of them doing anything individual that was a hit.
But see, no,
that's a hit.
Like Crazy Bone works. Like you see, they had to do the Riding Dirty. They had to do and let me say this. Outside of the little scrummage, we can get to that. But this was like the best Verses, because nigga, all the features, the people that's on the songs and shit like that, they were there. They were there. And that was the old shit factor. Like, oh shit, Wayne it came out. Oh shit.
Ain't seen him in a while.
Right, yeah. Wayne don't even come outside, like, unless it's his concert. When I seen Wayne, I'm like, hold on. And then you had Wayne come out, Chameleon there. Only person wasn't there was Bun B and fucking 2 Chainz though, right? Them the only people that didn't show up, but everybody else was there. They brought Tasha. I don't even know where they. We haven't seen Tasha from Thuggish Ruggish Bone since '94.
Right.
We haven't even seen her. Niggas like, oh shit, and she sound exactly
I'm about to say she
the
still
same.
sound good, yeah.
Like she's singing that shit every single day while she cleaning the house. She sing that shit.
Keeping it alive, right?
Every day while she's taking the kids to school. It's the Thuggish Ruggish. Yeah, have a good day. I'm talking about she was I'm talking about all the way on point though. Like, nigga, she don't even look the fucking same. We don't even know who that is.
Was I didn't see her. Was she slimmer? Like, what was she?
No, she looked like auntie. That's Auntie Tasha now.
Oh, okay.
You know, she auntied up. Got a couple kids, shit like that. She probably gets still, like, that's what I'm saying. Bone is so big, the song's so big. She probably still eating off that if she owned a piece of it or something like that.
Right,
so,
oh yeah.
So yeah, she look like a regular auntie, something like that. Make a good ass potato salad, something like that. Well, while she's making that potato salad, guess what she's doing?
Singing that, right?
We have crazy. But I told people, Bone Thugs is top heavy. They got 10 songs, untouchable songs. But once we get out of the Bone and Biggie and the Bone and Tupac Thug Love, this shit be wavering. 3-6, by them being the underground, they was from down. First off, they was from down south when they came, you know, and it was different. Hip hop was New York, L.A., and that's it. And that's what made Bone so great, because they was from fucking Cleveland and blew up that big. It's amazing. But 3-6 was down south, and like I said, if you watch the great documentary, it's a documentary on Netflix, like breaking down hip hop in different stages. They was from Memphis. They said we didn't even listen to outside music. Like, all our music is like in-house. Like, we understand we didn't like that shit on the radio. So all the people we listened to was from Memphis or Tennessee or down south, or Master P and
this
Ghetto
is what
Boy,
3-6 was saying.
Yeah. You know, they like, we ain't listen to like the radio shit though. So that's how a lot of the down south groups had to do. So they had their own like fan base and shit like that, and that's what people like seeing the record sales because they have the whole South on lock and shit like that. You feel me? So I was privy to listening to this shit a little earlier before it became hits. See, the people who say the Bone was gonna win is just trying to realize like, okay, they want to say like, I get 5. You know what I'm saying? That's when they just got hip to 3-6. That's when they became like commercial. And
Right.
after the
Because you said
Oscars,
90s. I only knew of them in the 2000s, honestly.
Look, Player While You Hating and shit like that. Back then, that's what 98, 99, shit like them. Cashmere. I don't even think they did Player While You Hating. But that's a banger. That's some shit you play in your car all the time though. Like it's not commercial. It's not on TV like Bone is. You know what I'm saying though? Now Bone could have saved herself if Mariah Carey would have showed up, but she didn't. MC ain't show up. She hold them niggas though. If
She's too much of a diva. She can't show up.
If Tasha can put the kids to bed and come out here, motherfucking Mariah Carey, you can come to LA and sing your little part, man. The fuck. But yeah, 3-6. They would have beat a lot of niggas in verses, but people just with the commercial and.
Now, okay, let's talk about the fact that 3-6Mafia and Bone Thugs are they even comparable as far as music wise? No. I would have never thought to put them two together in the verses.
But see, the reason everybody always say that it don't mix. I say it mixes because they were popular and they was out at the same time. So like I feel like in the verse, right? Whatever. Like I say, if you out at the same time I'm out, we can do the verses. You can do it. You know what I'm saying? And then like I said, would it be in a crowd, nigga? It's a concert. So like, you know, people be on the concert the music don't match so much. I would like it to, but sometimes it be kind of off. But I think, fuck yeah, you can put them niggas in the ring together because they was out at the same exact time.
Right.
But it's a marathon versus, like I say, 20 songs, bro, 20. Not just because you have 7 massive hits and the rest of your shit is duds, you're gonna lose in the fucking verses though, right? And Bone played, and then they played the duds early. There's some shit niggas like, is this they new shit or something? I ain't even never heard this. 3-6, I got their ass though. They, like I said, they didn't have to use the Project Pat bag. They could have did the new Juicy J bag. They could have brought Ferg out. They could have brought if I hit it one time, I'm a wipe. G-Eazy. They could have brought the G-Eazy bag out. They could have went deeper. It could have got a little real ugly though. Yeah. Outside of the fact that, because I know you finna lead to that. They had a little fight, and they almost fucked it up 4 songs in.
Dang.
4 songs in, the first 4 songs, okay. I don't know, cause like Bone is like kind of dormant. They come out for like festivals and shit like that or something like that, but they're dormant. They're not an active group, whatever though. So I don't know what the fuck they be doing or if they even watch verses before. Nah, I don't think 3-6 was really talking shit that much. Like they wasn't saying too much shit, but the little, you can jab niggas and shit like that. Yeah.
I guess they ain't see the previous one that just have it like that.
Listen, bro. Verses is to get y'all a bag, and they Busy took it upon itself. Yeah, you ugly motherfuckers ain't gonna be playing around while I wasn't there. And then like, okay, Juicy J. Like I said, that's when Busy came out doing Damage Control. Like, no, because I was just talking shit. No. We understand tone and temperament and what you're saying, though. You was serious. And Juicy J understood you was serious, and he told you, SMD, suck my dick. You didn't like it. Throws the microphone, throws the water bottle. They run up on him. And then that's my thing. You can't throw the microphone, throw the water bottle, and try to duck off and run like when motherfuckers was running up on you. No, you won't smoke. And then, like I said, he goes off Bone like, nigga, I'm not going nowhere because I understand that shit. If we don't finish this shit, I don't get paid. Right. So he went in the back and then somebody must have whispered in his ear like, hey, motherfucker, you know you might not get paid. So that's when he has to come out and apologize, and it keeps going. I'm glad they did. I'm glad he did do that or whatever. But
that's some crazy stuff because, like I said, if you would have seen the previous one with, Dipset and the Lox, you would have thought somebody was going to fight on that one.
Yes.
And everybody did. Like, you know what I mean? So that was just crazy.
The talk and everything, like you, like if you watch that shit, you'll know like, oh, this is what this is about though. So like a motherfucker just talking shit. Like I say, Joel Santana, while they was performing, you know what he did? He was sleep on the what's his name? You know what I'm saying? Like that comes with it. That's the part of the fanfare. That's the wrestling aspect of it though. Like
you can't be sensitive at the verses. Like you really can't be though.
I mean, it's like have respect for each other, but be disrespectful respectfully. Like that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like,
Right.
it makes sense.
Don't
if you think
jab
about
too
it.
deep. But
Yeah,
just
no,
jab a little
just
bit.
jab. We ain't throwing no haymakers. We just jabbing and shit like that. We ain't talking about people's moms and shit like that, nothing like that. So yeah, but he didn't understand it though, and I just don't like the fact that you created this ruckus and ran. Like if you watch it, he like went to the back. No, nigga, stand up there and take what's coming on.
Well, like I said, you know, I was wrong. You know, I was like, Bone Thugs got this, but I definitely think that
3-6 can still be playing songs right now.
yeah. I definitely think they got them. Because like
They
I
did
said,
it.
once you started naming off songs, I'm like, that was them. Okay, yeah.
Like I said,
yeah.
if the only thing, if they would have really wanted to put them niggas to bed though, when they did the cause that's a fun fact. The I Choose You record everybody loved, the Outkast and Pimp C and Bun B, it was originally 3-6 and it was 3-6 and Bun B and Pimp C though. So Juicy and the first verse really is Pimp C, my bitch a choosy lover, rubber. That's the real first verse though. But they said Andre heard the song and wrote a verse, and they like, nah, we can't. No, hold
okay.
on. Everybody that was on the song heard Andre like, no, you know what, fuck it. But they actually made the beat. They made the beat to the shit though. And another thing, let's clear this up. First off, Ball and G was there. Ball and G and Young Buck was there. Like everybody showed up, nigga. Let's clear this up. You motherfuckers keep saying that I gotta stay fly, and he's saying some old devil worship shit. You motherfuckers need to do research though. Like, and if you keep repeating that shit, it's stupid. The song is Wooly Hutch, Tell Me Why. And the sample is saying, tell me why, tell me why. Not no, you're my God, you're my what's the name, talking about no devil worship and shit though. And then people
Is
been
they
saying
playing it too fast or something?
no, I mean it's sped up, but like nigga, you could if you read the fucking credits, it says takes part of Wooly Hutch Tell Me Why though. Like and you can listen to Wooly Hutch's song and it's the same fucking song, just slow down. Come on, man. Stop saying that monkey shit though. And it's Bone fans saying that shit though. Like they ain't taking this loss well.
All right, well, definitely. Who you think is who should be up next as far as in the verses? Anybody you want to see?
I think they need to chill for a minute.
Just chill a little bit.
And then I kind of want we got to bring the next one should be. I mean, like you people might not know, but I want the producers. I want the track masters versus the Neptunes. Track masters, like, don't listen. I keep telling you, I come on here every time and tell y'all, because I be knowing this shit. I listen to this music though. Who the fuck is track masters? Tony Pope. Now, when you talk about track masters, we talking about Nas, we talking about Black, we talking about R&B niggas, we talking about everybody. Track masters ran the mid 90s to the 2000s though, nigga. They had a song on the chart every time though. Tony Pope, track masters, and I want Pharrell. But see, now everybody's gonna off the dribble say. I mean, I think the track masters might lose, but far as entertainment value, and just like giving people knowledge of shit, like, oh yeah, damn, I didn't know you did that.
So they just gonna be playing basically
The shit
songs they produce.
Exactly. And then like if they can pull some of the people out, like you might get Jay-Z to come out and perform a song. Or
that's a
might
good
get
idea.
Nas
Look
to
at
come
that
out.
verses. Good idea. Bring out the producers.
man.
Bring out the producers. All right. Well, as always, we appreciate you listening to us, watching our video. Make sure to check out previous videos, and we will see you next time.